Okay, welcome to my channel. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Here, I want to tell you about, is insurance a current asset? Is insurance a current asset? And then we will explain the what insurance are current assets, definition and examples of current assets. Definition of current assets. Current assets are basically one type of asset. The definition of current assets is assets that are easily converted into cash. This convenience applies to the process and time of disbursement, while the asset itself is an item that is owned by a person or company that has economic value and can generate profits in the future. Current assets are types of assets that are needed in business activities. In contrast to fixed assets, current assets play a direct role in supporting the business cycle of a company or business entity of goods that are ready to be circulated in the market. By having stock of these three types of goods, the company can make a profit. Therefore, inventories are included in the type of current assets. Although inventories are included in current assets, some companies that have products with short shelf life still limit the availability of current assets in this form. Asset characteristic. Next, let's find out how an object can be considered an asset. Here are four things that are the nature of an asset. Have economic value. The next property of assets is that they have economic value, even though an object is clearly owned by party. Whether personal or corporate, the object is not an asset if it has no economic value. The economic value in question is having benefits and is still needed by many people. Okay, for the next, not a no man's thing, the first property of an asset is that is owned by a party. So, if there is object that has a selling value, such as a file or manufacturing house, and has been left with the owner without being take care of these two objects, cannot be said to be an asset. The ownership in question doesn't have to be proven by valid proof of ownership. However, it is currently stronger legally if the owner of the asset has legally recognized evidence. Okay, for the next, transaction were made in the past. The nature of the last assets is based on past transaction. The past in question in a transaction that has occurred in the transaction of the object is only carried out in the next few days, or even just in the planning stage. Of course, the object, whether in shape or form, is not an asset. Okay, for the next, able to make profit. Apart from being owned by a party and having economic value, the object can only be said to be an asset if it can be sold and make a profit. For example, if a business entity has an old machine that can still be used. However, the old machine was no longer used and was destroyed due to high maintenance costs. Therefore, the old maintenance cannot be said to be an asset because it is no longer able to generate profits.